Bihar, where CBI heat is on some of the closest aides of RJD chief Lalu Prasad. And this is just hours to go before the trust vote happens in the Bihar Assembly. The central agency is currently raiding the residences of RJD MPs Ashfaq Karim and Fayaz Ahmed, as well as an MLC, Sunil Singh, and a former MLC, Subodh Roy. This is in connection to the Land for Jobs scam. So in all, four RJD leaders who are being raided as we speak. These raids come hours before the Nitish Kumar and Tejaswi Prasad Yadav-led Mahagathbandhan government's floor test in the Legislative Assembly. The RJD has already reacted to this, calling the raids as a witch hunt against the party by the BJP. If you look at the Land for Jobs scam, it's directly linked to Lalu and his entire family. It pertains to the time when Lalu headed the Railway Ministry. But this is the first time that these RJD leaders' names are emerging. Lalu and family acquired land of 1.05 lakh square feet in Patna. The allegations are that the land was purchased at a cheap price for giving away jobs in the railways, and it's on this that the CBI is currently conducting raids. The timing of these searches is what's in fact irked the RJD and the Mahagathbandhan, who are questioning why it's happening on a day when the trust vote is scheduled to happen.
कौन लोग हैं इसके पीछे? कौन लोग हैं इसके पीछे? कौन है? मामला और कहीं है। इन लोग का विधानसभा का जो मामला है, उसको हर एक जगह जो थ्रेट करके चल रहा है कि एक जगह रेड करें, दो जगह रेड करेंगे, तो डर के मारे आधा विधायक भाग जाएंगे और हम अपना जो करना है कर लेंगे। और क्या मतलब है? सब राजनीतिक है। आज ही का दिन क्यों चुना गया?
ये रेड भाजपा की है। ये संगठन अब भाजपा के मातहत काम करते हैं। इन संगठनों का दफ्तर चलता है भाजपा के स्क्रिप्ट से। आज विश्वास मत का दिन है। क्या नजीर पेश कर रहे हैं? अब तो प्रेडिक्टेबल हो गए हैं। कौन सा ये पॉलिटिकल लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं? वो तो अफसोस की बात है। मैं समझता हूं कि दिल्ली से लेकर महाराष्ट्र और फिर बिहार, आपके पास स्क्रिप्ट वही है कि पॉलिटिकली नहीं लड़ पाएंगे। ये संगठन जो आपके हाथ के तोते हैं, इनको इनकी छत पे पहुंचा। लेकिन ये बिहार है। बिहार अपने तरीके से लेगा बदला।
So a political storm that's playing out in Bihar over the raids by the CBI. 4 RJD leaders who've been raided now in a matter of hours in Patna. Their properties, their residences are being searched by CBI sleuths. All of them reportedly over the Land for Jobs scam. RJD MLC, who you see on your screens there, Sunil Singh, known to be a close aide of Lalu, came out to the balcony of his home as CBI sleuths were there. He was seen interacting with the media, expressing his outrage, saying that this is clearly motivated. Why have I been raided at this point? We're going to be connecting with our reporters on the ground who are tracking the latest updates coming in on these searches. 2 RJD MPs, 1 RJD MLC and a former RJD MLC have been raided at this point in Patna. And all of this happening with just hours to go for the floor test that Nitish and Tejaswi will face. So the RJD is saying this is an attempt to target our leaders, to make us bow down to the central government, to the BJP pressure. And that's why these raids are happening at this particular time. We are going to also be trying to get you a reaction from the BJP on these searches that are currently underway in the Land for Jobs scam. A scam which is directly linked to Lalu Prasad Yadav and his entire family, which is why there's endless questions right now about whether post these searches, the CBI is going to in fact hunt down the Lalu family as well, whether they're going to go ahead and conduct some sort of searches or take action against the accused who are named in the FIR of this particular case. The RJD is asking, why are these raids happening today? Of all days, why is it happening on the same day that the trust vote is scheduled to happen? But this is in fact a massive scam that the CBI has been investigating for the last many years. Dates back to when Lalu Prasad served as the Railways Minister. The allegation is that he acquired huge swaths of land in exchange for providing jobs in the railway sector. And that's what the CBI is currently investigating. We are going to try and also get you a word from the Central Bureau investigation, from officials of the CBI, to understand what these RJD leaders' suspected role is. Because this is the first time that their names have actually cropped up. They're not named as accused in this case so far. Why are they being raided right now? This is no doubt going to lead to a political war of words as the Mahagathbandhan is condemning the action, the crackdown by the CBI in the Land for Jobs scam. In Bihar, currently as we speak, 4 RJD leaders are being raided. It started with an RJD MLC and MP with Sunil Singh, who you see on the right of your screens there, as well as MP Ashfaq. And then reports came in of 2 more locations in Patna, both again linked to RJD leaders being raided. Rohit Singh is joining us live from Patna with more details on this. Rohit, 4 RJD leaders now. With every passing minute, we're getting more and more updates coming in from Patna about these searches being conducted by the CBI. Get us the latest updates.
Well, this is big, Akshita, which is happening right now in Patna. CBI raids being conducted at several locations of RJD top leaders. They include Sunil Kumar Singh, who is the RJD MLC, Ashfaq Karim, who is Rajya Sabha MP, Fayaz Ahmed, another Rajya Sabha MP, and also Subodh Rai, a former legislator of RJD. And right now we are outside the residence of Ashfaq Karim. His location in Patna is also being raided. Right now we are outside his residence here in Patna, and you can see here that the CBI team is inside, and the CRPF, the paramilitary forces here outside deployed to ensure that the raids are conducted smoothly here. And early morning today, 8 o'clock, at around about 8 o'clock, the CBI began its raid at the locations and residences of all the 4 top leaders of Rashtriya Janata Dal, and this is happening just now, about 2 hours before the important trust vote is going to take place. Now it's already 10 o'clock. In another 1 hour, the trust vote is going to start at the Bihar Vidhan Sabha. Nitish Kumar will be seeking the trust vote. But before that, we see that there has been a massive raids that have started at the residences of all the top leaders of RJD, including Sunil Kumar Singh, Ashfaq Karim, Fayaz Ahmed, and Subodh Kumar, and RJD calling it a vendetta politics. They are saying that it's a witch hunt by the BJP, as the BJP is upset because they are now out of power. Nitish Kumar has dumped BJP, forged a new government with the RJD, and they are calling it a witch hunt. But whatever it is, the CBI claims that they have got fresh leads in connection with the Land for Jobs scam. Remember, in 2017, FIR was registered in this case, and Lalu Prasad, Rabri Devi, Tejasvi Yadav, all these persons were named in the FIR. But there were other persons also whose names were not present in the FIR then. But now in the last 1 month, we are seeing that as the CBI is getting more leads and more clues, fresh new people connected with RJD.
Yes.